A pleasant night out for baseball. A Saturday night inside T-Mobile Park. It's the Mariners and the Athletics getting set for Game 3 of this opening four-game series to begin the 2025 season. And tonight we see the season debut of young Bryce Miller, fresh off a breakout season last year.
Bryce Miller, one of the major reasons why the Mariners rotation is the best in all of baseball.
Well, he was just great, especially down the stretch for the Mariners last year. Took a giant step forward from the previous year. And I think we're all anxious to see what this year looks like for Bryce Miller coming off last season.
Lawrence Butler to lead things off for the A's.
Ground ball finds Bliss. He was a busy man on opening day. One away.
That'll bring up designated hitter Brent Rooker.
A fastball is lifted into foul ground. Rowdy Tellez out there at first base, and he puts it away routinely for a quick out number 2.
Swinging a ground ball back to the mound, reaching to his left. Miller has it. Bryce runs the first. Underhand flip to Tellez at the back for the out on Day. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's here in the top of the first inning. And what a first inning start for Bryce Miller.
Osvaldo Bido, he will be taking the baseball tonight for the Athletics.
And Robles, Rodriguez, and Raleigh for the Mariners against Osvaldo Bido.
On the very first pitch, Victor Robles out to left field, and it bangs off the very top of the wall. He's hustling into second base, and he tiptoes in with a true wall ball double.
Here is Julio Rodriguez, right away a scoring opportunity. Bido on the mound, and the pitch to Julio is inside, and that hits him in the chest. Julio hit by a pitch, and he's holding the left side of his rib cage. Osvaldo Bido, a fastball running in, and hits him right in the chest. Could not get out of the way, so Julio hit by a pitch. The Mariners will have runners on at first and second with nobody out. 2 pitches from Bido, a double and a hit batter. That's inside for ball 4, and the Mariners have the bases loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Randy, the game-tying home run of the 8th inning on opening night. Has a chance to give the Mariners an early lead in this one. Nobody out, the base is full.
And the 1-1 pitch is swung on and line, and a great play by Muncy. He's on the bag for a double play, and the other runners get back. A leaping backhanded play back of second by the A's second baseman Max Muncy. And drifting off the bag at second was the runner Julio Rodriguez. Max went to the bag, and that was the second out on the play to complete a double play.
Here's the 2-2, swing and a miss. Bido gets out of it, excited as he slams his glove. He should be. Huge for the Athletics as it remains scoreless after 1.
As Tyler Soderstrom climbs in, 1 out. Oh, really ties him up on a curveball that dives down and in on Soderstrom. That's the first strikeout of the season for Bryce Miller.
That new knuckle curve he was talking about, pitch he was trying to refine in spring training. Started throwing that pitch, that and the cut fastball at the end of last year, which was nasty.
It's 2-2. It's sharply on the ground, gobbled up by J.P. Crawford. All kinds of time to first. Makes it look pretty easy over there.
So 2 on and 2 away, runners at first and third. Here's Victor Robles.
Bliss takes off. The throw is wild, and it ticks off Muncy's glove. Tellez scores. Bliss steams into third. The Mariners strike first. They lead it 1-0.
You know, Ryan Bliss, we talked about in 2025 being more aggressive on the bases. And this is what speed does. You look at the throw from Langoliers, and Rowdy Tellez can just post on into that first run.
So runner first base here with 1 out. It's from the stretch for the first time.
First hit for the A's. Here's another young player, Jacob Wilson, just 22 years old. On the ground, Bliss ranging to his left, picks, throws. JP right there to first base. What a pretty double play, started by Ryan Bliss.
Smoothly turned. That's it for the A's here in the 3rd inning.
2 stolen bases for J-Rod.
4 steals for the Mariners already tonight. They're running wild.
And now the infield has to pull in with 1 out and Julio at third.
Swung on a chopper to third base. Here comes Julio home. Throw home is in time. They got Julio nailed. He's out.
Not a big fan of the contact play. You're just gambling that there's a mistake by the infielder, and Reese right to him. The throw home was in plenty of time to get Julio.
We go to the top half of the 4th, still 1-0 Seattle. And here's Langoliers, who flied out to the center fielder Rodriguez in the second 0 for 1.
Langoliers to left field, the ball traveling back. Randy Arozarena will look up, and it's gone. Shea Langoliers with a 2-run homer. The Athletics on top, 2-1, and Langoliers in the home run column.
fastball up that just never made its way back to Cal Raleigh. And the man they call Bangaliers lift off.
Big spot here in the 5th. We'll see if that pressure that this offense put on between Andujar and Wilson can pay off with the big bat coming up.
Bases loaded, 2 out, 2-1 A's, top of the 5th, and here's Rooker.
A critical at bat right here. Here it comes. He locked him up, a heater at the knees.
The Athletics leave the bases loaded. Strikeout number 3 for Bryce Miller, his biggest of the game.
Well, this is a situation for the Mariners to cash in on. A walk and a hit batter, and Julio to the plate. Trying to cash in here.
And right there punches him out. Did go to the slider, and Julio Rodriguez will walk back to the dugout.
And that'll bring up Raleigh, who has walked and flied to right.
Pitch there, ground ball. Wilson, he's going to take it to the bag himself, go on to first in the double play the A's were looking for.
And once again, Beto, the magician, gets himself out of trouble. We go to the top half of the 6th.
2 gone now here in the 6th for Miguel Andujar.
And this is where you would really like to see Andujar come through, find another hole here with 2 outs.
Swung on, hit up the middle and to left center for a base hit. Around third to score is Baudet. Andujar comes through with a base hit left to the bag at second, and the A's take a 3-1 lead.
Just another professional at bat from Miguel Andujar. That is a big 2-out RBI knock from Miguel Andujar.
It looked like Miller was going to dance out of trouble, and instead his night is going to be over after this base hit.
Garver comes off the bench and K's, and that'll bring up Jorge Polanco.
Arozarena the runner at first. Oh, this gets thrown away. Arozarena bolts to second. He's going to think about third. He does. It's picked up in right field by Butler, and Arozarena is all the way to third base on a critical throwing error by Hogan Harris.
And that is huge. You got Polanco up at the dish. Now you got a runner at third base with 1 out.
Sharply hit through the left side for a base hit. Arozarena scores easily from third, and Jorge Polanco continuing his torrid start to the season. It's a 1-run game.
Wilson at third base, 2 outs. Mariners trailing by 1.
But here's Brent Rooker, who was 1 for 3, has fouled out, singled and scored and struck out.
This one, a dribbler on the ground. It's going to be an opportunity for the third baseman. Brent Rooker beats it out, and the run scores. Jacob Wilson comes home. It is 4-2.
And how about a hard 90 from Brent Rooker? Outstanding. Again, Jenny, doing the little things. You don't barrel it up, but you put it in play. How can you help out the team? And that's by busting it down the line. Hard 90. You put the ball in play, and good things happen.
A's 4, Mariners 2, bottom of the 9th. The save opportunity for the one and only Mason Miller coming on. Hits him on the slider. Strikeout number 1 in 2025 for Mason Miller.
So the Mariners have a big base runner here in the bottom of the 9th inning, and that'll bring the time run to the plate.
And he gets him up top at 101. Tipped into the glove. Second strikeout here for Miller, and down to 1 final out for Seattle with Julio Rodriguez coming up. Here's the pitch, strike 3. Mason Miller goes slider down the middle, and no attempt from Julio Rodriguez. Save number 1 for Mason, and the A's have their second win of the season, 4-2.